Okay, so this is just going to be going through some exam questions on reverse percentages. And you can use a calculator, but be sure to be able to do it without a calculator as well. So yeah, question 1. In a cell, normal prices are reduced by 20%. In a cell, it's 20% off. And you bought a saddle for his horse in a cell. The sale price of the saddle was £220. So this is the new price. We call this the new price. There's two ways you can do this. You can say, well, 100% minus 20% is going to be 80%. So 80% is actually going to equal 220. Now, without a calculator, I would probably divide this by 8. So that leaves us with 10%. You divide this by 8. I'm going to write this up here. 8 into 220. 8 is not going to 2. So let's carry that 2. 8 into 22 is 2. Remainder 6. 8 into 60 is 70. Add some decimals. Remainder 4. 8 into 40. So that's 27.5. Now you can see from this 10%, we want the original price, which was got to be 100%. So we're going to times that 10% by 10 now, and that's nice and easily done. That's going to be £275, and that's the correct answer. Now the easiest calculator method is to think, well, 80% of the price, 80% of a mystery price, question mark, which we can just call X, equals 220. Right, so as a decimal, that's 0.8. You can say 0.8 X equals 220. X is the original price. And then we know what to do here to find X. Divide by 0.8. Divide by 0.8. And you can do this method without a calculator if you didn't know how to divide by 4 over 5. Just keep, change, flip. And so X is going to give you 275 as well, and that's pounds. And that's the answer. Quite easily done. An easy few marks. So go back to the beginning and give that question a go yourself. But you can see all these questions are easily doable. Let's go to the next question. Question 2. Using the same method, Jacob answered 80% of the questions in the test correctly, so he got 32 correct. So same thing here, you can write 80% equals 32. I'll divide by 8 to get 10%. This is non-calculator method. And divide by 8 here. It's going to give us 4. Now we know to times 10 here to get 100%. So if you got 100% in the test, that'd be 40. And that would make sense because 32 divided by 40, if you did it on a calculator and times it by 100, that would be 80%. And then calculator method was, well, 80% of X equals 32. So 0.8 X equals 32. Divide by 0.8. Divide by 0.8. And X equals 40. So remember, do give these questions a go, or pause the video when you need to, just give it a go first. So I'm going to scroll down to the next question. Question 3. So give this a go, pause the video, give this a go, and then I'll show you. So in a cell, it's reduced by 15%, the normal price is reduced. The sale price of the CD player is £102. So we start off, what's 100% minus 15%? That's 85%. So we know 85% equals 102. Now, this will probably be on a calculator. So divide by 85 to get on 1%, to 1%. Divide by 85. So 1% equals £1.20. Now we just times that by 100 to get up to 100%. And that's going to equal £120. By that method, mark will give you the full marks. Always use your method, or we can just do 0.85 x equals 102, and then divide by 0.85 on both sides. So x equals 120. Do this for your method marks or your process marks. Don't just put an answer down. So many students lose marks because they're just lazy at working out. Alright, question 4. Give that a go. So it's a 20% discount and it's £5,200. So 100 minus 80, not minus 80, minus 20 equals 80%. So we know 5,200 equals 80%. So with a calculator, we'll divide by 80. Divide by 80 to get to 1%. So that's going to be £65. Then you times it by 100. Times by 100. Get 100% equals 6,500, and again you can say 0.8x equals 5,200. Divide by 0.8 to get to the original price here. Divide by 0.8, x equals 6,500, and that's the answer. Right, so you should be really good at this now. Just one more question to try. Question 5. So we know now 100 minus 25 equals 75%. We've got 75% of the original price, which is £12.75. So remember, divide by 75, 1%. Divide by 75, that's going to equal 0.17. And you know what to do now, times by 100 to get 100%. Times by 100, and you'll get £17. And now this method is good because it really makes a lot of sense, but let's just do 75% here of x equals 1275. So let's turn that to a decimal. 0.75x equals 12.75. Divide by 0.75. Divide by 0.75, and you get x as the same answer. Perfect. Now we're going to do question 6, and we're just going to jump straight to this method. This is good for understanding, because if you can see here, if you divide by 0.75 and times by 100, it's kind of similar to what we're doing here. Right. Question 6. Pause the video and give this a go. You should be able to do it. So from the beginning, 100 minus 12 equals 88%, right? I know that as a decimal, that's 0.88. X equals 242. So I'm just going to divide by 0.88. Divide by 0.88. So x equals 275. Look how easy it is now. Now we're going to do something a little bit different. You've got the price of rail tickets increased by 4%. And this is just a bit of a problem. It's increased by this amount, right? So do have a think about that. It's increased by 4%, but this is the increase. So using the exact same skill, that's why understanding both methods is good. We know 4% now equals £121.60, because that's the actual increase. So do read the question so you understand. Work out the price before this increase. Well, we need 4% is the increase, we need 100%. So how do we get from 4% to 100%? We can do 100 divided by 4 to equal 25. So from here to here we know we times by 25. So we just times this by 25. Then that would be 3040. And you can see a slightly different question using those skills is easily done. Okay, and that actually catches a lot of people out. Now you could still do it the same way. We know 4%, so 4%, be careful, is 0.04 as a decimal. So we know 0.04x, so 4% of something equals £121.60, with x being the original price, original ticket, right? Original ticket price. So we just divide by 0.04, divide by 0.04, and you'll get x equals 3040 as well. That's just perfect, nice and easy. Right, part B. After the increase, the price of a rail season ticket from Brighton to London was £2,828.80. Work out the price before this increase. So look, this is the cost of the whole ticket, and it was a 4% increase, right? So what's 4 add 100? That's 104% now. As a decimal, this is 1.04. That will start us off. So we could say 1.04x, that's 104% of something, equals 2828.80. What do we do here? So x equals £2,720. Now you could still do this way, 104% equals this, whatever works best for you. So how do we get to 1%? We'll divide it by 104, divide by 104, so 1% equals 27.2 on the calculator. 27.2, then times it by 100 to get what it was originally, and you'd still get 2720. So that's with a increase and working back from the increase. Easy marks there, and that is it. That is complete. Hopefully you've got extra few marks in your pocket now, even in foundation or higher. This will come in the last few questions of the foundation paper, so it shows you how easy maths can be. Well done. Do look through the video, try a few of the questions again to make sure you can do it. Good work.